Hey guys, this is BSP Wrestling. Just going to make a video with some brief thoughts on some topics at the moment, mainly to do with wrestling. I'm not going to get a chance to watch SmackDown tonight, which is, it's Sunday here today, which is when we get it, as I've previously mentioned. I've caught most of Raw now and ECW, but I'm not going to talk about that so much, just because it's so delayed. It's not really relevant to what you guys are going to watch. So just a couple of quick thoughts that sort of came into my head over the last few days. Firstly, the whole MVP thing, I don't quite understand at the moment. I don't know where they're going with MVP. I think he's better as a heel. I'd like to see him turn heel again. I know that he gets some pretty good crowd response as a face right now, but I believe personally that he is better as a heel, and I'd like to see that come about maybe when he wins championship gold next time. That could start that heel turn again, the arrogance can come back and that sort of stuff. I think that would work quite well. So that's what I'm going to say about MVP right now, but that's just a brief thing. Also, I'm a little bit concerned about the ECW roster at the moment. There seems to be a lot of, I know that they have the ECW Young Superstar Initiative, or whatever they call it, but there seems to be a lot of talent on ECW right now that's maybe getting wasted in that small slot that they have. Obviously, they've moved some of those guys on. Sheamus, prime example, now on Raw, WWE champion. There have been the Hart Dynasty who started on ECW, I believe, or that maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know, but it just seems that they have a lot of young guys that are impressive as well. Yoshitatsu, he seems to be wasted on that slot. They seem to sort of stereotype him and as the Japanese honourable, thank you very much, that sort of thing. I don't know, it's good what they're doing with him, but he needs to do something else. They need to do something else with him. Also, guys like Vance Archer, as it's said on SmackDown, or Superstars previously. I think he looks very strong, but I don't know what they're going to do with him on the space they have. The new tag team that are out on ECW at the moment, I don't remember the team name. Two young, kind of long-haired guys work pretty well together. The two guys have been friends since school or whatever. It just seems to be a lot of young guys, and they seem to be compounded into this hour slot on a show, and you don't really get to see as much of them as you maybe like. I'd like to see a couple of those guys move to SmackDown, maybe in a draft. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, just briefly, I think maybe there are some good young superstars in ECW, but I still think there are probably too many young stars, and I just hope we don't lose some of them with the amount of guys that are on that show. Tyler Rex is a good example. What's happened to him? I wasn't overly impressed by him, but you just haven't seen him again. DJ Gabriel was his name, the big, built like a brick shithouse guy. What happened to him? Haven't seen anything of him. Maybe he's gone back to the territory, OVW or whatever, or the territorials development scene. Just going on from that, from ECW to an ex-ECW roster member, Jack Swagger. I want to talk about Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler real quick. I don't understand why they've been de-pushed. That's what it seems like. It doesn't seem like there's any room at the top for either Swagger or Ziggler on Raw and SmackDown. I can't see where they're going to be going from here, and it annoys me a little bit because I like both those guys. I think they're both very talented. Technically, they're really good. They have good mic skills, good personalities, and they just seem to be stuck in the mid-card. And I don't know if they've done something. Maybe you guys can give me your thoughts on this, the Swagger-Ziggler thing. I'm not awestruck by either of them, but I'm impressed. And it's a shame to see that talent going to waste. The quick Bret Hart bit, I'm absolutely stoked. By all means, if Bret Hart is going to be hosting Raw, I still haven't heard definitely Bret Hart will be coming back. I've heard the talk that he's probably coming back. I've heard that this, that, and the other. I've heard about the articles. I haven't had a chance to read a proper article on this yet. All I've had is hearsay. I saw Spinnet's video, and from what I believe, he's coming back. I don't want to see him in a managerial role for the Hart Dynasty, and I don't want to see him wrestle a full-time wrestler. I think what's probably going to happen with Bret Hart is he'll come and host Raw. he'll show up on SmackDown and do the, respect your elders type thing with the Hart Dynasty. I can see that happening. I can't see him teaming with the Hart Dynasty. Hart Dynasty, for all I'm aware of, are still heel, and if Brett was to kind of team with them, it would probably defeat the purpose of him coming back, because they want a huge crowd response. It's going to be good either way, but I think maybe he'll come back and, wave the finger at them a little bit, and maybe show them up, being the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, that sort of thing. He's still top 3, one of my favourite superstars of all time. What I really want to do also is appeal to WWE. If there's anybody at all watching this video now who has some kind of contact or some kind of say in WWE, hey, look, you never know, they may be watching. Please bring WWE back to New Zealand in 2010. I see the little blurbs down the bottom of the screen when we get here. You come to Australia with SmackDown and ECW. We had Raw here early this year. You guys got a good crowd, man. We will pack that shit out. Bring ECW and SmackDown to New Zealand. Auckland would be great. I will travel anywhere in New Zealand to watch this if you guys can put it on. You need to bring it here. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. You have diehard fans, and Australia is a mile away and very expensive to get to. Okay, so please bring it back. I, for one, will definitely be there. My friends will be there, and it is huge. It gets huge radio play when WWE comes to New Zealand, and it's a great place to come. So if you guys have got a couple of spare days, come visit the beaches, come visit, the culture. Just come back. We'll welcome you with open arms always. One thing I'm curious about, obviously it happens in the States and probably elsewhere, is during matches on Raw. I know they have to advertise, but how long are the commercial breaks between matches? So when a match is on and they say, we'll be right back, how long are the commercial breaks? Here they're around about 2.5, 3 minutes, and the match picks up with somewhere odd, for example, 2 superstars will be thrown outside of the ring, and then they'll say, we'll be right back, and they come back to the action, and one of them is in the on the turnbuckle being beaten up, and so I want to know what the gap is. I'm curious. I get a little bit annoyed with it. I realise they've got to advertise, and it's a huge part of it, but I'm just curious about the time length in your commercial breaks. Just a quirky little thing, but if anyone can fill me in on that, that would be great. Secondly, I'm going to stop talking about wrestling now. I have a couple of other interests. I'm not going to make any other channels right now, but I'm a big soccer fan, huge soccer fan. New Zealand have only just qualified for the FIFA World Cup next year in South Africa. For the first time in 27 years, I was at the qualifying game. We went down to Wellington, which is the capital of New Zealand. It was amazing. There were 36,000 football-mad New Zealand fans. I would love to see New Zealand football get some big, high-profile matches leading up into the World Cup next year. It can only be good for the sport. Also, are you rooting for Fulham in the English Premier League? I'm born and bred Fulham. Chelsea and Arsenal are the other teams that are close by, that are, the big teams. But Fulham all the way, and we just beat Manchester United 3-0 this morning. Good on you, boys. Well done. I'm also big into video games. I like all of the Call of Duty games, the Resistance games, of course, FIFA football. I'm big into that. Rock Band, I love that shit. Let me know your guys' thoughts on video games. If you guys are into other sports or football, let me know. Make sure you tell your friends to hit by. I'm probably not going to make any more videos now until after the Christmas New Year's break. So I just want to say, make sure you guys stay safe, have fun, come along, have a watch of the videos. I'll still be watching some videos as well. And hey, look, take it easy, guys. See you down the road.